Welcome, welcome, welcome to my cat destroying my house. Hey Saul! We're gonna have noise today. Hello beautiful bookworms! My name is Katerina and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing another manga review, and in this case a horror manga review. As you know, it's one of my favorite genres, and so I always take the time to get to know some of the new to me voices in manga, and I've got one. I really got one. As you know, I'm a massive fan of Junji Ito, and I recorded videos reviewing all of his manga works up until now that came out by Viz Media, and now I found something incredibly interesting, and that is Be Very Afraid of Nanako Inuki, and this is by Nanako Inuki herself. And Nanako Inuki is apparently considered the queen of horror. So with a title like this, the queen of horror manga in Japan, okay? So with a title like this, I had to get to know this creature and what she did with her art style and stories and what was the type of horror, so that I could bring them to you, because maybe, just maybe, if you guys enjoy my reviews of Junji Ito, you would probably enjoy knowing about this manga, if you don't already, because I do know that I'm a little bit late in what regards to manga than some people that follow me. So Be Very Afraid of Nanako Inuki, or Be Very Afraid as I'm going to call it, because I don't want to always be seeing the name from the corner of my eye. It's an anthology of 6 short stories, incredibly short actually. This is like 157 pages, and not only it has 6 short stories by Nanako Inuki, as it does have an interview with her, and it does have these top 5 things that she enjoys that have to do with horror or manga. I found this very interesting because it's kind of a very smart and very easy way to get to know an author, especially in manga, when there are so many series and so much big stuff that we don't know where to start with. This was great. It was like wrapping of her short stories. We have some old ones, we have some newest ones, and we have the thematics that she usually works on her stories and on her horror fully developed in the stories. So it's kind of a presentation to what her series are and what she can do with horror thematics, and if we like it or if we don't. And this is amazing. This is by Kodansha. This cover is very velvety, which I really enjoy, and the fact that we have like this kid with doll eyes like coming out of the all pink flowers with her hands like this, it's kind of creepy, I can't lie. And her art style is kind of like doll-like, like old manga doll-faced girls kind of art style. But what I pointed out reading this was a very specific horror style that I would like to discuss with you today. So my first thoughts were that I really enjoyed the art style. It was strange, a little bit old manga serialized thingy. However, in the specific themes of horror that this author treats and delves into, I think it's very unsettling, this kind of style that is used for princesses and old manga, historical mangas, or girl magical thingy mangas and princesses and princes and such. Being used in horror is also very strange, very unsettling, and it's one of the things that goes well with the thematics of it. Also, I really like how she distorts the faces of her children, which are actually the focus of her work, is children, creepy little girls, to be quite honest with you. Also some strange little men, but mostly creepy little girls. And I really enjoyed how the art style portrayed that uneasiness of actually seeing a horror story based on like little children, basically, which you all know it's one of the worst things in horror, like having a little child like looking at you exactly like this and be like, play with us forever. And it's creepy. But her children are actually not good, not evil, just children, in that way that children can be mean sometimes, but also lovely in other times. Also, the thematics of all of these stories appear to be, even though there are some supernatural situations to it, appeared to be like very real, very unsettling, and very sad, like emotional, horrifying situations that could potentially happen to you or will potentially happen to you. So it deals a lot with thematics like getting old, being bullied very specifically in school by your peers or by your parents or by your friends. Also, like having specific feelings that you cannot understand, being mature for your age, and how that can be scary, even though like your mind is not exactly like your body. It's just it's very strange and intriguing. Also, it deals a lot with like familiar situations, like big sisters being mean to small little sisters, and what that means, and if that could actually be from a place of love or not. But most of her stories, like in the end, I felt that I got this sadness in a horrifying way, like that kind of nauseating feeling of this could happen, not with these like distortions specifically, but a lot of these situations could happen in somebody's life, from being born to being old. Like the fact that you just want to not be alone, the fact that you would do anything for someone and that could potentially work not that great. It's just incredibly enjoyable how this style, that it's very funny in a way, and it's very kind of creepy and very girly like, can develop into the exploration of some deep thematics. I really enjoy it. And also we have before the beginning of each tale, we have the explanation or the telling of how the tale came to be and what she got inspired by to do this tale, and when she did it and what she wanted to do with it. And throughout the pages we have a lot of things like the top 10, well actually I think it's top 5 or top 10, like top 5 favorite horror mangas of this mangaka, top 5 favorite horror movies and stuff like that. And I think it's a very beautiful short collection to make you understand this person, this mangaka, this woman that just wanted to write horror manga. She has been addicted apparently to horror mangas since the beginning. She's very influenced by Kazuo Umezu, as pretty much everyone seems to be. Junji Ito is also very influenced by him. And it's incredible how she was like, I'm just gonna do manga and I'm just gonna do horror manga, and fuck you, that's why. And I was surprisingly intrigued. I don't know if I can give the title of Queen of Horror. I don't know if that's an exaggeration to sell books, because like people see it and they're like, I want this manga because it's like the Queen of Horror. However, I would very much enjoy to read more of Kanako Inuki's works, because they're beautiful and unsettling and also a little bit sad and also a little bit terrifying, but that's what horror is all about. It kind of helps you develop conversations about strange things. I don't see a lot of trigger warnings in here except for bullying. It doesn't have body horror or body gore as Junji Ito does. However, the thematics are a little bit, can make you feel a little bit bad. So if you have specific troubles with bullying and something like that, it might not be the best for you. However, if you are okay with some of those things, this could be perfect. There's actually a story in here, from what I gather, is from one of the very first things she ever wrote, like one of the first series she ever wrote. And it's called Fulfilled Wishes. And it's called Happiness Hidden in the Dark. This story hit me fucking hard. It was beautiful, but at the same time extremely sad and horrifying, and I loved it. So if you want to pick this up just for that, that's the story that I like the most, I think, from all of these. So obviously I do recommend Be Very Afraid of Kanako Inuki by Kanako Inuki herself. I think that we should give a little bit more attention to female voices in manga, because there are some, even though most of the things that are known are by male authors, there are some, and they have very cool art styles and very cool thematics. And in horror specifically, I mean, more horror, the better. So if you've never read this manga and if you want to, it's now available in English and you can grab it. So that's going to be all for today. If you love this manga, tell me something in the comments down below. If you're going to read it or are thinking of reading it, again, chat to me down below. And that's going to be all for today, so happy readings to you all. Bye!